Good morning. Just getting set up. I had to run upstairs and get my water, so I totally forgot it. No, everything's out of whack. Everything's out of whack. And it's hot down here today, hotter than it has been. Turn this off. Okay. Okay, guys. I don't know what the givey's gonna be, but we're gonna start it. Right? Okay, yes. Okay. If you want to get in the givey, I'll probably do an ounce of ephemera. Oh, you know what I could do today? I know what I could do. You're gonna get some stamps. Probably not quite this many. Miscellaneous used stamps. Probably 10. Let's start at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It may or may not be that 10, but because I have a ton from the Overwatch, but that will be what we're doing. All right, and today it is hot down here. Holy cow. Today we're going to be making artist trading cards or altered playing cards, however you want to call them. It really kind of depends on your purpose for said card. And somewhere in my mini piles, so I have made kits for these for my physical booth, and they've sold pretty well. And these are just mystery kits. And inside, I put a little bit of instructions, and it's right here in this pile. Um, what is an artist trading card? And this is I took some other things and put it in my own words. A small original piece of artwork that artists create to share or trade with others. They're fun to make, easy to collect, and a great way to try new creative ideas. Really, the only rules that I know of is that they have to be 2.5 by 3.5 inches, which is typically the size of a traditional playing card, and they should be handmade in some way. Depending on how strict the group you're in, sometimes they don't like 3D cards. They don't like other things hanging off of them. It really kind of depends on your group. Now, if you're interested in getting started in trading artist trading cards, I would recommend, if you're not already, I need to make a sign for this. If you go out and find the Whatnot Crafters community on the Book of Faces, that is run by Abstractory, Queen Bee Vintage, and I think Let Love Be My Motive Studio. By the way, the giveaway is for some 10 random old vintage stamps. May or may not be this pile, but you're going to get 10. And then we have a Discord. And every month, Queen Bee Vintage orchestrates a artist trading card swap, which is what we're going to be creating for today. They usually do a theme. I'm pretty sure the theme this month was just red, white, and blue, or maybe it was just red. I have no idea. Let's look. But that is what we're going to be creating today, and we're going to talk about a couple different things that you can do for whatnot, or sorry, I was reading something else. For artist trading cards or altered playing cards, you may have also heard the term ACEO. It's like artists creative. I Here, we'll look it up. ACEO meaning art cards, editions, and originals. And you'll see people selling those. It's really popular right now on TikTok to sell those on eBay and some other platforms. You can also just call them altered playing cards, and then you're good to go. Yes, red, white, and blue is the theme. That's what I thought. So we're good. You guys can also, obviously, if you make a purchase, you'll be able to watch this back on um this platform for I think it's like 30 days, 60 days. I have no idea, but you can also follow me in a couple of other places. I need to add YouTube on this because I'm starting to stream my videos on this. But you can keep up with me on several social medias. Um, See some of my other creations, things that I put in my booth, that sort of thing. Oh, I just bumped you. And welcome in, everybody. That giveaway is about to go. We're going to see who's going to get the 10 stamps. And it's going to be Sandy76. Congrats, Sandy. You're going to get 10 random stamps. Mailing stamps, old mailing stamps. And I'm going to write your name down here. Thank you for being here on Stash Bustin' Sunday. So I'm starting to do these every Sunday now, and I do post them to my social medias. And I don't know if I can even get this in the camera. Let me loosen this a little bit so you guys can see. This is what we're working with. This is like I mean, I would say it's even a small size plastic container. And this is what I'm calling my stash. This is random stuff that I get in whatnot packages or that I've printed one thing off and I don't want to use it or I use one piece for a project. It's just a catch-all. And that's kind of what we're going to be working through on these Sunday mornings. But I did also print some things that are on theme. I should also mention that I'm gonna be selling some kits at the end of this, and I also let me pin this up. I also have my mystery kits that I showed you. I'm gonna pin those now, and I'm also going to run a flash sale on those. How do you do longer than a minute? Good morning, Julie B. I wanna do longer than a minute. Maybe I'm gonna have to do it not on my phone. I don't know, but, I'll keep running it, but if you want one of those mystery kits, I did a flash sale on those, but I'll also be selling a couple themed kits at the end. Alright. So, first thing I wanted to show you, and I should have had this out while I was doing my other spiel. These are some of the other cards that, like this one I made for, the swap. And these are some other ones that I've received through our artist trading card group, or some that I've bought. I bought these because I love dogs. Just so you can kind of see, and I know the glare is awful, and we can look at more later, um, what we're working with. And I went ahead and started what I want to do because I got these napkins at my local one of my local thrift stores, and I did some other things. I made my I know I love the B one. Annie Crafts made that one, and I won it in a giveaway. I love that one so much. And I use these to decoupage a couple of other things, but this is one of my favorite techniques to use for artist trading cards. Um, just just because I love to decoupage and it creates a thin layer. So what I did is, if you're new to using napkins, beautiful. If you're new to using napkins in any of your crafts, they have multiple layers in them. And the first thing you want to do is take those layers off. And a good trick for that, and I learned this somewhere on the interwebs, is if you put some tape down, you can start peeling that first layer off. And then you can just strip it down the rest. This one also has another layer. And these napkins were a little harder to work with. They're a little bit more plasticky than your average napkin. So they took a little bit of extra work to get those layers off, but with the tape, you can do it. And then again, you just have to carefully peel that off. So I went ahead and I did that yesterday. because then I use Mod Podge um, to decoupage it on. And sometimes I go over it. It does stick a little bit better if you Mod Podge the card and the top of it once you put the napkin on. Some of them, like this one, I had to multi layer. And usually, what I do, depending on the card, is I just rip the napkin off. And then that way I get like the napkin in part of the card. Now, the problem you run into, especially if you only decoupage the card, is because the cards are glossy. I swear I have one somewhere. I put them in one stash. Well, anyways, we all know that playing cards are glossy. I guess you could see this one. Playing cards are glossy, and glue doesn't like to stick to them very well. So, what you want to do to help things adhere a little bit better, especially if you're gluing right onto the playing card, is you just want to sand it lightly. Now, I hate the feel of sandpaper. So, a good trick is to get your husband or other partner to do this. And I'm not on camera. Is you just sand it down and you'll see the color start to come off of the card. Now, these ones I got at a auction. These are authentic Las Vegas playing cards, so they have the hole in them. And these I found like they didn't want to rough up very well. I'm also using very fine sandpaper, and I think I need to get a little bit of a harder grit to get that texture on there. Um, Thank you, Laura, for popping in. I love that. But basically, you want a little bit of a texture there before you start decoupaging, or you get something like this, where half the napkin rips off. That's what happened to the one that I had to do 2 layers on. Is I didn't sand these because I hate doing that. So it didn't stick very well. But if you rip, and you can see it start to come off there in some places, but if you rip, you kind of get that extra artistic effect where you don't really know what the napkin is gonna do. And yeah, guys, go follow Laura JL. What's your numbers? JL925. She is a lovely lady, as are all the people on this app. And she creates some very cute things, and she's on a ton of raid trains with me and other ones too. So go follow her. Now, the other technique that you can do is sanding the sides off. And I started to do that on a couple, and then I kind of gave up because I part of me wanted to do it on camera, and I have no idea why. But you can also see this here. You can just keep ripping it too if you want that effect. The other thing that you can do with tissue paper, and I should have brought my lighter out here, is you can actually burn the edges. And I've done that as well. I did that with tissue paper. This is another set of bases that I made and didn't use, is I burnt the edges off. And that gives you another different effect. I recommend to do that when your husband is not in the basement because he will yell at you for using fire in the house. Maybe because he's a sprinkler designer and he knows what fires can do to houses. But it's safe, I promise. Even with these plasticky napkins. Another tool that you can use if you don't want to go out and buy sandpaper or a sander is I have also used nail files, and they work great because they're a pretty hard grit as well. I'm going to tear some of these off, and you can always refine the edges later. And I don't know how many I'm going to make on camera today. I do have to leave to go to breakfast at 10, but we can get done before that. So again, I'm gonna have kits. That mystery kit is pinned up there if anybody wants one. And I can always make more of those if we need to put more quantity in. And I'll try to remember to keep running that flash sale. Hey, don't steal things, please, Ivy girl. Don't steal things. I know the garage is in disarray because we're trying to move my crafty stuff around and give me a better space to do these shows out here. Welcome in, everybody. We're just making some ATCs here this morning. So grab a cup of coffee, water, your favorite energy drink. We got a cotton candy Alani over here on the side and a water. That's why I was right on time, but I ran upstairs to get my water. And again, I like the tearing effect because you don't always want the whole card covered. And especially if it's already lifting up. Oh, well, that one's going to keep coming off. There we go. Oh, right. Let me clean up this little bit of mess. So, where are we going to start? I don't have a lot of confidence in my crafting. Can you tell? So, I have a couple of digital kits. I have some random papers. Oh, I found my extra playing cards there. I'm gonna keep this right here if anybody wants to join. Is I have printed a couple kits. I also have a bunch of stamps. I brought out my red, white, and blue stickers. And what I'm gonna do first is I usually like to pick a focal point, whatever that may be. So, do I have any? I have some butterflies. I have some stars. I didn't bring my fussy cut scissors out here. I have some of these things. These are from Pink Monarch prints on other platforms if you're interested. Some of these are just from other random places. Design bundles, Creative Fabrica. And let's see, I have some tickets, I have some words, and I have these nice red flowers. I don't know if I want to put more. Do I want to put more flowers? That would be kind of cool, like a patriotic garden. Ooh. Ooh, okay. We got an idea. We got an idea. So, how's everybody doing out there after the 4th? Did we survive? Our dogs barked until about, I want to say 10, till they realized the fireworks weren't going to murder us. And then I have no idea what time they woke my husband up this morning, but they're not good at sleeping in, which is why I schedule these craft and chats so early, because usually we're up at 7 a.m. or earlier with the dogs. It's just one of the joys of owning pets. Which, even if we decided to have children, they would probably be up just as early, anyways. Who knows? But this morning, after I guess I should be doing this, I realized I was just like holding it close to me. I'm just fussy cutting a couple of these flowers out. And when you're doing a swap like this, oh, thank you. I knew you were waking up to come bring me my fussy cutting scissors. I love you. He knows me too well. By the way, guys, if you want a decent and I would say budget friendly compared to some of the other things, pair of fussy cutting scissors. These are the Recollections ones from Michaels. They're in with all the, at least in my Michaels, they're in with the stamps, what am I thinking of? Embossing plates, those sort of things. And they also have a cover that comes with them, so they're great to take with you if you want to fussy cut when you're out and about, which I love to do. I do it at work because I'm a librarian, so sometimes I'm sitting at the desk and there's not a whole lot to do because it's hard for me to do my secondary job at the desk and pay attention to the public and make sure that I'm doing my cataloging job effectively. So I do this. It makes me look like I'm sort of paying attention to something and not just on the computer or on my phone. At least I try, anyways. Yeah, they're great too. They're very thin. My hand doesn't hurt too much in them. Now, again, I'm younger. I don't have arthritis yet, knock on wood, that sort of thing. So I love them. Okay. Now, what are we going to use out of my stash? I definitely need some music paper, which is calling me right here. But I pulled these little dogs out. These are the dogs that were on those one playing cards. Tracy Makes sent those to me. Shout out. I should be tagging all these people, but you'll find them. Just hop on a raid train and you'll find them. I don't know if I want to make these red heavy. There's a lot of red on them, so I probably want to pull out more. Sorry, I'm in my stash and I'm covering you guys up. More blue things than anything else. Why is there a sloth in here? I hate sloths. So random. Here's some coffee dyed strips. That puppy's too big to go on here. Um, we'll start here. What is this? I don't know. I like this. Okay. So, gonna put my pin somewhere safe. So my glue of choice for paper projects, most of them, is art glitter glue. I also sometimes use Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac is really good if you're gonna be putting fabric on your ATCs or lace. I I don't have anything out here this morning, so we're not gonna go that route. But where's oh, it's literally right here in front of me. Also, this morning, my Distress Oxide ink of choice is ground espresso, so we're going to be using that. Um, does anybody have a favorite color of Distress Oxide? And I can already tell you that half the people are going to say vintage photo. I love vintage photo too. Christy, good morning. Is this shaking when I'm distressing? Yes. But I don't know. I love ground espresso lately. It really, I know it's supposed to look like coffee, but it literally makes things. It's not too early for crafting. I moved my camera and now I'm doing everything off camera. Um, it makes things look like they're drugged through the dirt. So we're using ground espresso this morning, and I think I I hate doing ATCs. I don't really. I hate doing all crafting because like I told you, I hate my crafting. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to not be a perfectionist. So the other thing that I do with ATCs is I just kind of pile everything on, and then if something's hanging off, I'll cut it off at the end. And then I'll ink the edges of the whole cards. Well, I'm not doing anything genius this morning, so oh my gosh, glue, please. I haven't physically crafted in like a day or so. I haven't crafted with glue, let me say that. I've been busy making dangles for Chrissy's train, and I haven't been using my glue, so she's got a little bit of a chunk in there. And then we'll just wipe this away. Oh, and of course I slid it off. Okay. And then I think I'm just gonna keep it simple today. I'm just gonna keep it simple. There's a lot of things out there that say when you're doing collages, just like the rule of three is a good idea. So three things. I think it's too early for genius for me too. So I have my card, which is your base, piece of paper, my focal, and then we're gonna go with some sort of word. And I have some different things cut out here. Hello, sir. Hello. Yes, I'm crafting. You already knew I was out here. You already knew I was out here. I'm just looking through my pile of junk over here. I like the special delivery one. Okay, now we get to see the fun part of where did Samantha drop all of her scissors? Welcome in, everybody. How long have I been going? Almost a half hour. We'll do another Givey in 5 minutes. I don't think I can talk in fussy cut. It's very hard, especially this one is tiny. Hopefully everybody survived their 4th of July celebrations. That's how it is. Like I pulled a bunch from my shop and then I was like, "Oh, I'll make more." And I'm like, "I'm never going to sell all these." And of course, I was really negative. I was like, "People are going to hate these. Nobody likes my stuff." I just hope that I just want to make something new and different, you know. I think not that the regular old dangles that people make aren't cool. And let me tell you, I like beads, but those dangles that some people make, oh no, small possibilities. That is not fun. I'm already dreading work tomorrow, I'll let you know. The library's been closed for so when I go back to work tomorrow, oh my god, I just realized the library's gonna have been closed for 2 days. And I'm pretty sure my manager is still well, the manager that is at the desk is still not back, and that's gonna be a mess. So that means I'm gonna be in charge. Oh, no wonder that was so hard to tear. There was 2 pieces of paper there. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be a terrible day. No, it's not. It's gonna be a wonderful day. Oh gosh, Christy, you're gonna have people come in and say, "I I blew all my fingers off her." Oh my gosh. That's terrible and funny at the same time, sorry. Okay, we're just trying to layer these things. I know around here, I don't know if anybody else does, but I always look at those like scanner pages and I saw that there was a couple traumatic injuries. I should have moved that over more last night, unfortunately. Oh, boats, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. There was also like a we had bad storms yesterday too. I wish I would have left my flour. Mm, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. But we live relatively out in the country and oh my gosh, I went to my door. I mean, even in our basement, it sounded like a freaking war zone. It was stupid. Like I enjoy looking at a firework, but having dogs that hate them and being in my crotchety old woman era, it's like, okay, after a certain point, just be done with the fireworks or go watch them at a sanctioned event. Why do you have to blow up the neighborhood? And literally our neighbors right beside us were doing fireworks too. I hope they're listening. I hope they're watching my whatnot. uh, crafting is pretty mistakes. That's a good thing. Okay. I think I'm gonna call this one. Well, that's good, but I don't know. I like shopping. Isn't shopping part of 4th of July? Maybe yard sales are more so. I think I'm gonna call that one. Thank you. I may. What do I have? I wish I had. Oh, you know what I could do? No, see, now I'm gonna overthink it and just like mess it up and be mad at it. That's my problem. Is I'm like, do I add one more thing? And then I add the one more thing and I'm like, ugh, why did I do that? I think I'm gonna call it and then I might come back to it. I'm gonna put a little bit more glue here. And depending on how many I make here in the next I didn't bring buttons out. I'm trying to go through my stash. Um, I could add a button though. Now you got me thinking. Dang it. Okay. Let's do let's do this again. Run as a flash sale. I wish it would let me run it longer than a minute. So if anybody wants a mystery kit, I am going to sell some themed kits. And then we're also going to do another giveaway for you're going to get 10 random um vintage used stamps, postage stamps. All right, let's do our next one. How much This one hardly has any color on it. So what flower did I put on that one? I'll do this one. Good morning, Tracy, and everybody else who joined. I know I need to get back into actually junk journaling. Um, I haven't done it in a while. Mainly because I've just been crafting like crazy for my booth and now for whatnot. And it's kind of hard to keep up because I have the type of personality where I am addicted to whatnot. Like I would literally go live every day and try to sell stuff if I could. Now, do I get upset when people I only have like 5 people in my show and I don't sell anything? Sure. Thank you, whoever bought something. Who was it? Let's go see. Florida Ladybug. Thank you. I wonder where Diana is. Maybe it's too early for Diana because I know she wanted to make ATCs. I should have pre-fussy cut these, but no. You know who? Christy should have came and fussy cut these for me. Yeah, Christy, how come you're in jail again? What did you buy? I mean, not that I mean, I should be in whatnot lockdown too, but it's July. It's July, so my limit reset, did I already probably spend half of it? Yeah. No, not really. Are all these flowers facing the same way? No, some are like in the middle. I could do this one in the middle. Oh yeah, yeah. I should be saving money too. We're going to the beach at the end of July. But let me tell you guys, I I I was doing in-person craft fairs before I joined Whatnot, and I have made more on Whatnot than already than I made last year doing in-person craft fairs. Granted, I didn't do as many as I like had been, but it's crazy. And I love this community and I hope it keeps thriving and taking off and that we don't get drama filled like some of the other communities. and that sort of thing. And I know it's out there. There's Diana. I know that like the clicks and those things are out there, but I just hope it doesn't overtake us and divide us, because I felt the same way at in-person craft fairs too. Is that I felt this way about in-person craft fairs too. Is even if we're all making the same thing, like we're having a dangle train. Everybody's making something that dangles off a journal. And yeah, we might all make the same exact style, like we're stringing 8 beads together and we're putting a cluster of the beads together. But we all put our different spin on it. I have a different taste than Christy has. Tracy, they're all our own personalities. And the Givvy's going, and Tracy is gonna get 10 random vintage postage stamps. Do I know where I put my freaking post-it note that I was writing on? No. Um, Here it is. Anyways, like Tracy said, we all have our different tastes and makes, and somebody is going to pick up on it that loves it. And my husband always says this too. It takes the right person um to come in and do, to buy. And so small possibilities. I live in West Virginia, and we just have I've been doing it since COVID, and there's a million, it feels like a million. There's a lot of craft fairs out there, that I do. I just find arts and crafts and vendor fairs, and I sign them up. As long as I will say I know a lot of people in our small community, and, so, I know that I'm not getting scammed. Once you start doing Once you start doing in-person craft shows too, you do make those connections. So you start doing more craft shows with them and you kind of form the same sort of community. But I would just start looking on Facebook, and that is true, Natasha. Start looking for craft and vendor fairs in your community if that's what you think that you want to do. Um, like I said, I just got tired of doing them. I didn't want to leave my house for the entire weekend and maybe make $10 sitting out in the heat and packing up all my shit and that sort of thing. So, um, yeah, I just don't like doing it anymore. And, paper crafts did all right with for me. I started out doing Cricut stuff and then sublimation tumblers. Um and then I switched to paper crafts, and obviously the paper crafts are a very niche thing. I sold a lot of greeting cards at my in-person craft fairs, and not as many of the other things, because it takes a special person to buy that $35 golden book journal that I've made. But it's very easy for them to come spend $2 to $3 on a greeting card, and it's a need. And then in my booth, I'm totally reading all the chat, but I'm so glad you guys are talking. In my booth, I feel like I have kind of created a community, and like there are people out there that like to do junk journaling and that sort of thing. How do I want to do this? And sometimes you get a following. Christy, I'm so glad. And let me tell you, you'll be making your little butt off. I really want to go live from my booth, but they have shit internet. Like, I can't look at my phone at all in there. It's basically on SOS. So I can't even show you guys my booth. But I have posted pictures of it before, and if you go, my glue's in the way. If you guys go and follow me on social medias under this name, I post pictures of my booth on there, and you can kind of see what I'm doing. And let me tell you, like, these ATC mystery kits that I'm selling, people buy them like crazy. I've also been doing tag flipbook kits. Let me tell you, Christy, just I have to have so many things to do. And then I get stressed out because I have too many things to do. Yeah, in person is scary. And I would say, like, during COVID, at least my experience is it was flooded. So, like, everybody was staying at home. I like this. Everybody was staying at home. Everybody was doing crafts. And it kind of hasn't slowed down. Like, people, unfortunately, people see that there's a couple successful people, which more power to them, that do crafts full time, and then everybody thinks they can do it. And unfortunately, just like anything, you can't always do that. Some people it has to be a side hustle. Some people can do it full time. It depends on how much work and effort that you want to put into it. But there are a lot of people out there that do crafts, but being unique. So, like I said, if you're doing the junk journaling thing or whatever your craft is, there might be 8 other people. There's my second one. There might be but multiple other people out there doing what you do, but you put your own spin on it and you'll find your customer base and then they'll start following you. And it's a great feeling. It's just amazing. And like on my app, for my booth. Yeah, I check it obsessively to see if somebody's bought something. But it feels so good when people go in there and buy $20 worth of stuff, you know? Now, is my booth making me tons of money? Nope. Nope. It's paying its rent, and I get a little extra pocket money. But, um, you know, at least I'm getting my crafts out there and I can continue making. And Lord knows I don't need to buy anything because I have a whole freaking stash of stuff. I have more paper than anybody could use in a lifetime, probably, and I keep buying more. It is like therapy, Sandy. I will tell you, at the beginning of this year, really, really over Christmas, well, we knew it was coming, but over Christmas and the New Year, we had to go through the process of putting my grandfather in the hospital and then on hospice, and he passed away. And um, that was like a solid, let's say, month that I was running around helping my mother, working, leaving work early when she called me in a panic, whatever. And, I didn't get to do a lot of the free time stuff. And when I finally got to sit down and make something, and I can't even remember what I did because I think I posted about it on Facebook. It felt so good. Welcome in, Matt. Banch cat. But it felt so good to just get out there and make something. And like my husband picks on me, glue 2 damn pieces of paper together. Because you're just doing something and you're not really thinking. Like right now, I'm not really thinking. I'm just spewing words to you guys. I'll probably make one more and then let's see, it's 9 o'clock. Maybe we'll sell some kits. Thank you, Sandy. It's okay. It's part of life. Um, I've had I've had a lot of family members pass away and kind of have to go through that, unfortunately, for one reason or another. And for whatever reason, my side of the family, or I will say my mother is like, she's probably in here. My mother is just a strong figure that has had to take a lot of things on, even from my father's side and all that. And that's just what you do for family. That's just what you do. Yeah, there's a lot of people on here that talk about their life and how hard times have brought them to crafting, and it helps. It's great. Okay. Do I want what do I have here in my that's too much blue. Didn't I have one of these with some blue on it? Mm, maybe not. Just a lot of red. Do I have anything in here that's differently blue? Differently blue. Differently blue. Where are you? Ba-bum, 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 bum. I'm trying not to think about sad things though. I need to put this in a different container so I can actually freaking use it. Did that just say frosty fruit salad? Oh, it did. Does anybody want to make a frosty fruit salad? Ew! Oh god. I love old recipes. That's hilarious. Oh, we can use a brown guest check. I want something blue. I'm looking for blue, Samantha. Blue. Blue. I don't have any blue. What the heck? Wait, that's purple. You guys help me find a blue piece of paper. I want to use stuff in this bin, not new stuff. That's Cinderella, but I don't want to put Cinderella on this. What's this? Oh, oh, not what I thought it was, but this will work. Um, what do we want to do here? Do we want to do half and half and put this over here? Maybe. Does anybody else obsess over the way that they tear their paper? And sometimes they don't want the white edge, you want the other edge, and then you have to tear the paper multiple times to get exactly what you want. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not alone. Okay, so do you like do you like the finished edge or do you like the white paper edge? Which edge do you like? It depends on what you're doing. See, I almost always prefer the finished edge. I think that's just my brain. I think it's because I want a little bit of perfection in what I'm doing, and that feels that feels like perfection. You rip all the edges. Ooh, I have glue coming through the hole. By the way, Tracy, I've been waiting for you to come into a show to show you this, but I know I talked about it when I bought this hoard of stamps, but I've been saving this troll stamp for you. So whenever you are not on if your wallet is locked in jail too, I have this for you. I know I don't like him either, but he's so cute and he's been hardly used. Um, but I found the hair. It's a Inka Dinka Doo. He's so cute. So I've been saving it for you. So whenever you buy something else in another show, if you decide to, I have him for you. Okay. What else do we want here? Do I do a second blue? No. Scooby Dooby Doo. No, that is an old school troll. That's not Princess Poppy. Now I have Scooby Dooby Doo stuck in my head because I was looking for blue paper, you guys. Oh, this is the one that's two pieces. Get out of here. Let's see. Everybody shout out what raid train you're on this week. What raid trains are this week? So Thursday the 9th, I know that Christy, Tracy, and Bench. I don't know who's on that one. We have our Dangle Ray Train on the 9th, Thursday the 9th. So you can go bookmark and follow. Yeah, Paper Alchemy. That's who's on it, not Banch. Paper Alchemy. If you go and search Nuts About Dangles, you can find all of the shows. Rainbow Ray Train. That's cool. Is that just crafty things, small possibilities? You're fine. I'm just trying to make some conversations. Um yeah, and then that was the next one I was going to mention that that's the one I'm definitely on with Banch Cat is I'm going to have to follow that one because you are in like a different circle, small possibilities than I am. So like it's crazy how there's different circles of people. So um I'll have to do that one. So yeah, on Saturday, I start the new Crafty Sellers Raid Train. So everybody go bookmark that and help me out because it's 8 a.m. I like to be on and live early. Um, so 8 a.m. new Crafty Sellers Raid Train. I am probably going to be selling 12 by 12 paper. Not um not great paper. A lot of it is Hobby Lobby, but I might break into the Stampin' Up double-sided. I have some basic gray. I have some other ones. So you're probably going to get paper on Friday morning. I may show some of my other crafty things. I don't know yet. So those two are the ones that I'm on this week. I know there's a train tomorrow. Mushies are trending, mushrooms are trending. Um, and that one's pretty cool. That's that's a different um I don't want to say it's they keep their raid trains pretty exclusive. I'll say that. Which is cool. It's totally fine. I'm not trying to start drama, I swear. You just can tell. Cosmo Cricket. I feel like I saw that name in the paper that I have too. Cosmo Cricket. I don't know what this stamp is commemorating. 1782, 1982, USA and the Netherlands. I'm so off camera. I moved it up and now I'm always off camera. I don't know. I'm gonna put this one on here. Have I hit an hour yet? Almost. Oh yes, on the Junk Journal Junkies buff. I don't know what it was. It was another Junk Journal train. Christy did awesome. I could only watch part of it, and I was also on freaking. My wallet was truly on lockdown. But I love Christie's stuff. I love buying little kits. That's how this crazy stash gets created. Is I buy these kits, I use part of it, and then I just have all this extra crap lying around. It's not really crap. It's just there's just a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff, guys. I wish you could see this table right now, which you can. I can totally show you. I feel like I need something else under this flower. Ha, this will work. Yeah, there are let me tell you, that train, I mean, I don't know how the mushies are trending will go, but good luck if you're trying to bid on one of those trains. I mean, people love those creators' stuff, which is great. I'm gonna be on the desk at the library tomorrow, so I don't think that's where I wanted that. Mm, I'm covering up all my blue. You have a bearded dragon, Christy? What? What animal don't you have? I don't like any of this, guys. This is where we get into the ew, I hate it. If I lived not in a I mean, I don't technically live in a neighborhood, but I still have to follow the neighborhood's rules. It's kind of weird. It's a weird situation. I would have a lot of animals. Oh, I forgot to say I'm running another giveaway and it's going to be for 10 random vintage stamps. Why? I want to put this on here, but I don't know where to put it. Do I just I don't know. Do I just stick it there? I kind of wish I didn't put this there. Do I? I'm trying to see how it looks on camera to like get a different perspective on it. Oh, there we go. You have sheep? Sheep are my favorite. I used to show in 4-H and FFA, and oh god, I miss my sheep. That's where I was going with my rant before I got distracted by my awful ATC. I would have so many sheep. Oh, I love them so much. I went to I originally went to college for well, to be a veterinarian. That didn't pan out. But I went to agricultural school and I got to take a class where I took sheep through birth, and I actually got to this is this is TMI. Actually got to put my hands inside of a sheep and help it give birth. That was like the literally the one of the greatest moments of my life. I loved it. I don't like goats, but I love sheep. Okay, guys. I have 3 of these for my little patriotic garden. I'm gonna have to make, I think we have to make 8. The list isn't out yet, so I'll probably have to end up making more. But I'm gonna pause there. I think goats are so weird and like they put their heads back like aliens. And my sister loved goats and she showed goats for a while. And the freaking goats just up and died. They just died. I mean, sheep will do the same thing. They'll like pretend they're fine and then they die, but the goats just died. Just one day they just left the earth. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Tracy, you grew up on a farm too? Look at us. We have so many things in common. That giveaway has 10 seconds left for another set of random stamps, and then I'm gonna run some kits. Let's see who gets the givey while I pile my mess into a different area. It's gonna be oh, Tracy. Tracy, that is cheating. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Tracy, you're gonna get 20 stamps. Okay, guys. I may also sell some of my other cards at the end, but let's sell some kits. Where's my little list? So I have these kits made. I can't see that. I have one random. I have one random. Oh, excuse me. Two hummingbird, three circus, two strawberries, two USA, and three fairy. Is there any that somebody would want to see first? If not, I'm going to just pull the first one from the top of my list. Fairies. Fairies and hummingbirds. Okay, we can start there. How much do these weigh? That's what I thought. I'm going to put these here. Pin. Okay. I tried to follow the same pattern for these. that I created. Fairies, fairies, hummingbirds. Where's my? Oh, there it is. I'm also going to. I didn't put it in here, but I'm gonna add a napkin into each of these so you can have the choice. Tracy, you don't have to do that. I do giveies to gain followers, guys. That's what we're doing. Um, so I didn't put the napkin in here, but we can always pick one out if you win. So we're gonna start with fairies. And you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna have to put these back in the bags or their pieces are gonna get lost in everything else that I'm doing. So you get 3 half sheets of 8.5 by 11 paper. Your base papers are gonna be mushrooms. You're gonna get 2 book pages, a guest check, a bingo card, some tickets, some of the vintage stamps, a mini doily, some words. The words are random. They may or may not go with the theme. Some little collage strips, some stickers. And this one you get 4 card bases. And again, these are from Casino, so that's why they're punched. And then you're gonna get some blank bases cut out of craft cardstock and then 110 pound. I got them on the big A in a bunch of colors. They're a little bit smaller than I wanted, but I wanted to do color kits, but anyway, we'll get there. And then you just get blank bases because your ATC does not have to be on an actual playing card. Again, as long as it's 2.5 by 3.5, and this playing card is probably a little bit smaller. You can use just a blank base, and you can round your edges, do whatever. And then for the fairies one, the fairies are different. Oh my gosh, I just realized, you guys, this fairy has a little squirrel. So I I hate the term created. I had ChatGPT make these, and I think they're so adorable. And then you get a couple mushies from a random printable set. Again, I have 3 of these. They are similar but different. So I'm gonna run this one first. If I can remember how to start an auction, not 30 seconds. Done. Go. All right, that one's running. I guess I should be putting it away while we're talking. Thank you, Mars Wars. Bleh. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, and Mars Wars. And let's see here. I don't have any mushroom napkins, but I do have. Do I have? Oh, I like this one. I'm gonna put this napkin in there for you. All right, and we're gonna seal that baby up. And that one's coming to you, my friend. I'm just gonna get me a bin here to put my solds in. I'm getting my crap together. Okay. Second fairy. Again, same idea. There's your mushies, your cards, your collage pieces, bingo, words, guest check. Here's another pink doily out of that set. The golden retriever is woofing at me. There's your 3 papers. Welcome in, Mama Ramps. And there's your fairies in the set. And we're going to run one now. Hey, Ivy, come here. Hey, please do not bark. Thank you, Kristen. She's tired of me talking to people that aren't her. All right, Kristen, let's see. Did that had a purple fairy in it? I'm gonna do this napkin for your kids. Also, you guys, I have a couple of napkins in my bin if you all want to grab those. I also have the mystery kits in my bin if you want one of those. The mystery kits are really like random. They have the same sort of pieces in them, lots of bits and bobbles. So if you like to just have little scraps of stuff, I'm not gonna say just scraps, but like little pieces of stuff, those mystery kits are great. All right, get this one wrapped up. All right, I have one more fairy one, guys, and this was Kristen. And we'll seal that up. And my bin is over here. All right, last fairy one. This one has a brown doily. There's your mushrooms, your words, your collage strips, tickets, bingo card, stickers, your base cards, your guest check, your 2 book pages, your mushrooms, and here's your little fairies for this one. Oh my gosh, she has a bunny. So cute. And let's see. Oh, I have a hummingbird napkin. I forgot about that. What is this one? What do we want to do for this one? How about this napkin? All right. And we're going to run this one now. If anybody wants the last fairy kit, this is my last fairy kit. If not, these will go to my booth. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. We're selling some altered playing card kits. Okay. Unsold. I have too many piles. Okay, hummingbirds. How did I get red all over the? I don't know. Floral background papers, and then like a plain blue. I was thinking sky. There's your bases, collage strips, scraps, words, bingo, seed packets, stickers, your vintage stamps, a guest check, your book pages, and then your butterfly printables. These are from I can't remember. They're probably pink monarch prints, I'm not gonna lie. And then you get a hummingbird napkin. And that one's running now. And again, I have 2 of these. Thank you so much, Diana. Sometimes they go in so nicely, and then other times they do not. Thank you, Tracy. That's the sold pile. Okay, I think this one is exactly the same because I just tore the papers in half. And then there's your butterfly, or shit. your hummingbirds, and then you have similar stamps and scraps and all your bases. So same papers because I cut them in half, and you will get the same napkin. I just have to dig for it in these random packs. So running the second hummingbird right now. Oh my god, I just found a mushroom napkin. Thank you very much, Vicky. And that was a first purchase. You guys, I'm gonna be putting more napkins. There's a hummingbird in my buy it now too eventually. I may even auction some napkins if I have time. I don't know why I keep doing this. Okay. Napkin in. Birdies in. And that one is coming to Vicky. Thank you so much. And welcome in, everybody. All right. My next one is the Americana one because I'm just going in order now. You're going to get that red, white, and blue napkin. You get a piece of the map of America, 3 red, white, and blue papers, your stamps, stickers, your bases, doily tickets, more stamps, words, and a bingo card. I put some more scraps of these in these because I found some extra things. And then I printed I printed more things off. I don't know what pile they're in. Let's say on this one you're gonna get stars. So running that Americana themed one now. Thank you guys for looking at that one. Where the heck? Oh, you know where they are? Under all of this. Okay, that's I like how I didn't even use the words I printed out this morning on my ATCs. That's fine. I still have more to make. I still have more to make. Oh my gosh. I'm struggling so hard, you guys, with getting these into bags. I hate doing it on camera, but I have such a mess. If I don't, I'll lose everything. Okay, let's look at my random one. Again, I only have one random one. And this one has a lot more like scraps and pieces of paper in it. And I'll probably even add more of just things. So balloon dog paper, strawberry paper, pink paper, more balloon dogs, random stamps. I am a piece of a calendar. Let me look at the other one, Tracy, and I'll let you know. Yeah, I love balloon dogs. This says if you dream of many green trees, expect wealth. You get a book page, another book page from a kid's book, some rating, your bases, some flower ephemera, some more words, some of those. And like I said, I might just kind of like go like this and throw some more stuff in. So this is the random one, running that one now. Thank you so much. And No, Tracy, the other map does not. It stops at Nebraska and Kansas. So it's like the left half of the world or America. I mean, I could probably print it if you really want an Americana one. I could find something for that, but no pressure. I still have a couple more to go. You might see something you like. All right, this one's coming to Tracy. I totally understand. That's why we love buying kits because somebody's done the hard work of picking everything out and you just gotta put it together. Okay, I have, how many did I say? Three circus ones. And these I kind of went with a blue and orange theme. So, blue, magic hats, some random ephemera, your two book pages, a guest check, bingo, words, stickers, your scraps, your bases, orange doily, blue tickets, orange tickets. And then you get these would be your focal points are these squares. These are from I think Artsy Fartsy if you search those. So you get those. And I printed some more out so might include some in. And oh, I gotta go give Tracy a napkin. A random napkin for Tracy. I'm gonna look for a fun one. I'll remember to do that. Oh, I have the oh my gosh, look, I have the perfect circus one too. Let's get wild. Okay, running the circus themed one now. Thank you so much for your bid, Natasha. Oh, those are all Halloween themed. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in Tracy's. And we're gonna put this one away for Natasha. Thanks for stopping by, Mama Ramps. And you guys, thank you so much for being here. I decided to do this on early Sunday mornings because I'm up early and usually because of the dogs. And I don't go to church anymore. Um and there's never anybody on Whatnot this early. And all I want to do is watch Whatnot. So I'm filling that void for everybody. This is Natasha. And I thank you all so much for being here and proving that people want to be on Whatnot at 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Now, sometimes I do it a little bit later. Sometimes I go at 9, depending on what we're doing. This one is similar top hats, orange ephemera, blue stars. You got your bases, your words, orange doily, tickets, stickers, more tickets, bingo cards. And for everybody that doesn't know, Mr. Drunk Whiskers is my husband. Usually he's modded, but I didn't do my job this morning. So that's why he's around. That's why he's around. And then here are your little circus people. And I will find another Let's Get Wild napkin. So running the second circus one now. All right, thank you all for looking at that one. Oh my gosh, wait. So these napkins are from my sister, and I didn't know she had a dang hoard of napkins like this, guys. Okay, I'm gonna run this one more time because you have to see this napkin. Circus animals! You guys, I didn't even look in these napkins. I looked at them barely. I did not plan these themes around the napkins, but I'm gonna run that again in case the napkin has swayed anybody while I clean it up. Thank you, Vicky. I think Mr. Drunk Whiskers might be taking me to a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx or a Home Goods today so I can look at some dang napkins. Not that I need any more napkins. Oh, he already said no. I did say that my napkin tote was full and I wasn't gonna buy any more. Vicky, thank you so much, guys. Okay. I have one more circus. I'm not gonna take this one out of the pack. But there's you get like giraffes, flying lady. Those are your things, and you get the orange ephemera, the blue stars, and orange and blue butterflies. And I'll let you pick your napkin if you want to buy this one. But running my last circus one now, if anybody wants to pick that one up. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. All right. Thank you all for looking at that one. Okay. My last ones are strawberries. You guys, I am obsessed with strawberries to eat and to decorate. So, of course, I had to make a strawberry kit. And if you guys love strawberries, you should follow me. When is it? It's in August. The Color Me Crafty Ray Train. My color is red. I'm doing a whole strawberry thing. I chat GPT'd a whole dang strawberry journal kit. It's coming together, guys. And you know what? I have strawberry napkins as well. We just gotta open them. Oh, they have a thing to open them. Here I am trying to cut into them. There's your strawberry napkin. And because I love strawberries so much, I couldn't decide between giving you strawberry kittens or strawberry bunnies. So you get both. You get a piece of faux ephemera, two book pages, and again, these are different because oh my gosh, Tracy, I oh no, Tracy. Um these are different because I pull things that are off of my desk to get rid of. So there's your vases. I love their salt and pepper shaker tassels, and when I saw them on Facebook, I was like, you do not need to get into another craft. So I haven't. And there's a guest check. I printed this. I'm trying to do that too. I'm trying to do too many things. So again, I have two strawberry ones, very similar. Running the first strawberry one now. Could you tell that this one is loaded because I love strawberries? This one has more than any of the other ones. You know what this would be perfect for? Maybe in August, the theme will be strawberries for our ATC group. It probably won't be because August will probably be like summer or I don't know. But now you can make what is okay. I'm getting my energy drink is finally hitting me, so I'm getting shaky and anxious and I'm talking faster. I can. If I ever get this stupid not stupid, it's a lovely little kit. It just won't go in the bag. Tracy, is $4 okay for the troll stamp? If not, I could do 3. Okay, perfect. Okay. This one is finally away, and this is for another one for Miss Vicky. All right, troll for Tracy. And I'm just gonna run it on this one. So this is the troll stamp for Tracy. The fly is out here bothering the crap out of me. Thank you so much, Tracy, for being here and talking and buying things from me. You all are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. All right. Last strawberry kit, last kit in general, guys. This is my very last kit that I have made up besides the couple that didn't sell. So if you want to see them again, same idea. Thank you so much, Tracy. You too. Strawberry napkin. You get your kittens and your bunnies because they're just too cute. Your book pages, your guest check, and all of your other little bits and bobs. So running that one now. The last strawberry one. Oh, Tracy just had to have one. I thank you guys so very much. Okay, while I pack this one up. You are totally fine. All right, while I bag this one up, I'm gonna do one more flash sale on the mystery kits there. I have a few left that are pre-made, so if you want to grab one of those to round out your purchases. I also have some other crafty stuff and napkins in the bin. Okay, I'm shaking too much to do this. I'm also trying to put it all in at once, which why? Why am I doing this? Thank you so much for all of your purchases, guys. This has been a great Sunday morning show. And this one is coming to Tracy. Oh my gosh, I can't get the little thing off of me. Okay. So I have a circus, a fairy, and I don't know where oh, here. And I have two Americana themed ones left. So circus, fairy, Americana. If you guys would like one of the last kits, I'm gonna run those one more time. Well, I mean, depending on if you want them or not. So again, circus, fairy, Americana, I have two of. Each one will come with a napkin. This one already has one in. But gonna run those now for one more time. Circus, fairy, or Americana. Thank you, Vicky. Which one did you want? The fairy one. That one's coming to you. And we'll do it one more time. We got circus and Americana left. Thank you guys so very much. All right, what's our hands? You bought a mystery kit in the buy it now. So those ones are mysteries. This one is themed. Okay. I can just switch it out. Which one did you want? Americana or circus? Or I could build you another one if there was a theme you wanted. I don't have any more left. So if there was a theme you wanted, I can build you one. Fairies. I can certainly do that. I have more fairies stuff. Okay. Fairies for R Haynes. I can do that certainly. That is no problem. Okay. Okay, one more time. I have a circus one and I have two Americana ones left. I'm just gonna run these one more time. Oh, Vicky just has to have another one. I love it. Which one do we want this time, Vicky? I feel ya. I feel you. Once you hit free shipping, and also like if you win a givey, if I win a givey, all bets are off. Speaking of, let's start one more givey. All you have to do is follow me, and you're gonna get 10 random vintage used stamps. Okie dokie. The last thing I'm gonna do is I am going to, if I can find them. Oh, I guess we can also look at napkins if you guys want. I have to I have to leave in a little bit to go to breakfast. Okay. Brain, where did you put the ATCs? I brought them out here. I looked at them earlier. We looked at this. We looked at this. Okay, well maybe I will run them. You guys, how do I lose stuff on this tiny desk? I know I brought it out here and I wanted to show you my ATCs and I'm just gonna sell some. Okay. And now I'm just mad about it. Now I'm just mad about it because it was the first one on top was Alice in Wonderland. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Um except I'm grumpy about it. I know that I had it. You guys, I hate losing stuff on my messy desk. Is it under this one? I'm gonna look under one more pile, but it's not there. It's fine. Okay. Do you guys oh, Vicky. So the one that I'm in, it's just the little plastic binder. I don't know what I did with it. So Vicky, the one that I'm in is part of the Whatnot Crafters community group on Facebook. And then we have a Discord group because Facebook did away with their messages. So we had to move to Discord. And that's the main place that I trade. There's other ATC groups on Facebook and that sort of thing too. This one has just like put me in touch with a lot of the other Whatnot ladies. So it's just been fun to be a community in that scenario. No, it's just like a little binder like this. It's not. I don't. I swear I brought it out. I found it. It was buried under napkins. Oh my god, you guys. You guys. Good morning, CC Crafter. I swear. I looked in that napkin. I didn't dig far enough. That's the thing. You never dig far enough. So these are some ATCs that I've made, or at this point, we're just calling them altered playing cards, because when you go to sell them, they become a little bit different. So this also shows off some other techniques that you can use to make your altered playing cards. This, and I have some bases here that show this, I think. So these are made with patterns, clothing patterns. They are great to put on playing cards. And for these, instead of doing Mod Podge, I just used a glue stick. So glue stick, lay it down. You can still rough up the edges, but or rough up the base. But I find that because pattern paper is so thin, it sticks very well just with glue stick. Some of the other techniques is I've just like layered paper on there. I've used stickers. I've also like cut the corners on some of them. So I'm just gonna show some of these. Let's just, I want to get my whole, I have a lot of fairy ones because I've been trying to use up my dang sticker books. Oh, and the other thing about altered playing cards that, or trading cards that I was gonna show, which has probably also divulged into this mess, is that, oh, who's gonna get that Givy? R.R. Haynes, you're gonna get 10 random vintage stamps added in. Thank you so much. Okay, can you see all, oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm trying to look on the camera when I should just look in person to line them up. Anyways, what I was saying is if you're doing trading cards, people like you to sign and date the back of them. So I haven't signed this one yet, but I made these in February and I did a whole set of them. So I numbered them 3 out of 5 because they kind of followed a theme. I also, and I can show you this on my other one, I have a stamp that is like the whole ATC thing. So if anybody wants one of these, I'm going to run this one now. If anybody wants one of my ATCs or alter playing cards at this point. Thank you for looking. So here is Tracy also had a stamp or printed it out. But here is the idea of the back of your playing cards is you may want to give them a title. And then you want to put your name. In this case, we all did our whatnot names because we're trading on whatnot. The date, and you can number them. So especially if you're making a series, like typically when we're doing the trading groups, you make a certain number and this is 5 out of 7 that I did in April of whatever. It can also be just very simple. Like Miss Jenhen just wrote it down on a circle and did the sticker on. It can totally be up to you, however you would like to do it. All right. I just have a couple more of these and I'm just gonna put them over. And again, it's just collaging in a different way. So these I did some fancy ladies. If you guys have ever watched Annie Crafts, she has her pattern ladies, and I kind of followed the same idea with that. I have some more fairies. I have this is a Timmy girl with some torn paper wings. There's another Timmy one, Time Flies. And we'll run those if anybody would like one of those. Pip Carroll, thank you for your bid. Oh, I just realized these are all just slightly off on a phone. Thank you, Pip Carroll. Which one would you like? And we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just gotta let me know which one you would like. 6. That's this lady, correct? Perfect. All right, I'm gonna run these one more time while I get this next set out. Thank you, Vicky. Which one would you like? Number one, keep going forward. Perfect. This is Vicky and Carol. Okay, let's put these out. Okay, I'm gonna run these one more time and then I'm gonna show my next series. This is the one that I made a whole set of and then I was pretty proud of. All right, thank you guys for looking at these. So the last technique, and we may do another, we may, this might be what I do next week, is if you guys have ever seen a master board, um, you take a sheet and we take all of our scraps and things and we collage it down. And then I cut my master board, and this was just on a paper that I got in a stash and somebody drew on. And I made a master board, and then I made those the base of my cards. Now I still collaged on top of them. Welcome in Morgan May. And I like these so much. I got these little I don't even know. I think they were stickers in one of my sticker books. And what's it focusing on? Is it focusing on this? And I covered all of their eyes with the words. So like cherish every sunrise. I don't know. I was really stinking proud of these. These have lace on them. I don't know. These are the ones that I was really proud of. And I made these. These are the ones I made back in February. So if anybody would like one of those, they are running now. All right. Thank you all so very much for being here. This has been a great show. Um, this is the time to get your last minute bin purchases in if you'd like. Or if you want, I still have one circus kit and one Americana ATC kit. If you would like, I can run those one last time. While I'm letting everybody make those last minute bin purchases, um, I already mentioned about maybe doing master boards next week, but go ahead if there's anything that you guys would like to see that you haven't seen a tutorial for, go ahead and pop it in the chat. Or if you think about it later, feel free to message me and I'm going to start scheduling out tutorials so that you guys can, watch them and that sort of thing. I usually go on around 8 or 9 on Sunday mornings. And as you probably know, your purchases allow you to watch this on Whatnot for, I believe, 30 days. I don't remember the time frame. But you can also follow me on other social media platforms. I didn't add one on here, but I'm also streaming to YouTube, so you can watch these again. And if you want to see my past ones, so last week we made an accordion journal that's on YouTube. And the week before we made a paper bag journal, but my YouTube wasn't ready. So that one we'll have to do again to get it on YouTube. But I'm gonna start doing that more often and hopefully doing more tutorials and things. So feel free to follow me on all those platforms. And again, thank you guys so very much for being here this morning. I appreciate this community so much. And we're gonna go find somebody to raid. Let's see, who is on in this category? Nobody that I super recognize, but let's go visit Emily. I know she's doing stuff. Thank you so much, everybody.